comfort. Like, even Adama's quarters, I've seen that set. I wouldn't want to go on that toilet. It's gross.
It's not suddenly Minority Report where you have cars on tracks sliding up and down buildings and that's the new subway system. It's like, yeah, well, you know, I still have to screw this in with a screwdriver. There's still bullets in this gun because that's what works really well with shooting stuff.
Like, those Vipers, they don't fly themselves. These guys are flying these things like real pilots. And if they don't, humans are done. So you better make sure you're flying that clunky old Viper the best you can and take those Cylons out.
All of the details of it, the way that the ships land, it feels like an actual flying craft skidding onto a platform. It's really cool. Every time the Raiders come out of the Cylon ship and there's just thousands of them with streaks of gunfire across space, it's awesome.
I think what I'm impressed most about the production is you have a budget. There are things you can do, there are things you can't do. I've never seen anything in Battlestar that said, oh, that's where they cut a corner.
There has never been better special effects in any science fiction television show ever. They are as good as many movies, and I'm astounded by them.
3, 2, 1, jump.
And who or what are you?
I'm an angel of God sent here to protect you.
To what end?
To the end of the human race.
Everybody is extraordinarily compelling. It's one of the best ensembles I've ever seen. Edward James Olmos, Mary McDonnell are two of my favorite actors, and most of the other actors were unknown to me, and I love that. When people try to give me information about them, I just go, nah, 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 they don't exist. They're the characters.
I don't think I've ever connected with a show like I've connected with this one.
The cost of wearing the uniform can be high, but sometimes it's too high.
The writers wrote the hell out of that speech. That very first speech Adama gives shows you the ride that you're gonna be on, this ride of Battlestar Galactica. One line stays with every episode I see.
You cannot play God, then wash your hands of the things that you've created.
Very deep.
Mm-hmm.
Need something, Captain?
Yeah, I frackin' need something. I need my Viper.
Sorry, Captain. Vital missions only.
What do you mean, vital missions only?
We're on strike.
The female characters on the show, you know, it's the next step. It's not a feminist statement. Look, they can be strong. Sex is not an issue. We've moved past so many of the preconceptions.
Please inform Commander Adama that we are currently involved in rescue operations and we require his assistance.
I'm not sure he's going to respond very well to that request.
Then tell him this comes directly from the President of the 12 colonies, and it's not a request.
In the universe of Battlestar Galactica, the women rule. You've got all these hot ladies, and they're all really smart, and they all kick ass.
The women of Battlestar Galactica.
Come on, Starbuck.
But I will say that fight between Starbuck and Six.
Awesome.
Okay.
Got anything left?
Here's what's so innovative about the girl fighting on Battlestar Galactica. No hair pulling, but still very sexy.
You have the guts to try and frack another man's woman, but not to fight one?
I think one of the hardest things for old fans of the original Battlestar, like I was, to grasp was that Starbuck was going to be a girl.
And you're just like, oh, but now, but can you even imagine it any different now?
If you want to ask me to dance, just ask.
Starbuck loves me so much. It's weird. She's always flirting with me on screen.
Me in a dress is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Madam President,
I thought you hated these things.
it's Colonial Day. Where else would I be? I'm a patriot.
You really are, aren't you?
I think science fiction generally affords you the opportunity to be more politically relevant than anything else because people are a step back and they're willing to listen. You can talk about things in a way that doesn't divide people.
I don't care that it's effective. I don't care that the Cylons can't stop it. It's wrong. No more suicide bombings, Colonel.
It's one thing to write a story about the world that we live in. It's another thing to create a world, to tell a story about the world that we live in.
You know, there are times when I look at you and I forget what you are. You're like a big sister.
It's amazing to watch all these characters having to make the difficult decisions that people are making right now in this world.
I am aware that you were in charge of the mission that destroyed the Olympic carrier. I know what a hard thing that is to live with.
You can't stop thinking about it. But a man has to accept responsibility for his actions. He doesn't second-guess the choices he makes.
Nobody gets to be perfect. No political view gets to be sacred. Everything is put to the test. And all of this happens during some of the most awesome sci-fi I've ever watched.
Galactica Pegasus, let us take some of this work off your hands.
The whole series is like an allegory for what's happening in our country and what's happening in this world, and that's why they won the Peabody.
We ask our audience to think about the world in which they live, but to draw their own conclusions.
And that's why The Soup won a Peabody. Well, yeah, we did.
I didn't even know about the Peabody Award until I read about it because of Galactica. And I was like, ooh, that's very prestigious. And Matt and Trey, if that doesn't validate it, nothing will.
I think Trey and I will always be grateful to the Peabody Awards for introducing us to Battlestar Galactica. We'll just say for all the honorees, congratulations, Battlestar Galactica, and thank you very much.
I love you, Starbuck. I love you, Starbuck.
Kara, I want our marriage back.
And what if I'm just not ready for that?
I guess you'll never be.
When I watch this, I try to turn off any storytelling instincts I might have so I can just let the thing happen. Usually they surprise me, even if I'm working on all cylinders trying to figure it out.
I made a vow in the sight of the gods, and I'm not gonna break that.
You're breaking it every time we do this.
I came into it late, but these jokers every single day. Oh my gosh, we all got together at Doug's house and watched Battlestar. We fell in love with each other all over again. We ate a bunch of nachos and hugged and talked about how great television is and how it's been saved by this show.
There's a guy on the Soup staff, we call each other like little girls who've just seen Hannah Montana after an episode. And we're like, did you see that? Yeah, I know, I did too. Come on over, you're my best friend.
I watch it alone because I don't want to hear what you got to say while I'm watching it. And you know, people will start talking. Yeah. And that would make me mad.
If anybody ever talks about it, has a theory, and they're right, that is a sort of retroactive spoiler, and then I have to retroactively kill them.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Please don't say anything. I don't want to hear any words. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I don't care who. Number 8, shut up.
We usually watch this show on the road on a bus. There were people that got shortchanged that bought concert tickets because we were rushing through on Fridays to see it.
Here's the ritual. It's my wife going, are you gonna do the dishes? And I go, Battlestar Galactica's on. And then she says, our 3-year-old Eddie is watching JJ the jet plane. And then I go, well, I'm bigger than he is. And then I get to watch it.
Oh, frack me.